African immigrant families are not successful. Oh, they're ending in divorce. Oh, they're breaking up. Oh. Where are the numbers? That's not what the numbers say.
My people, I am Praisee. Welcome to my YouTube channel. The video you're about to watch was filmed live in our community. We are live weekly with Africans just like yourself, discussing, laughing, and having a good time. If you want to join us live, check the description box below. I'll put all the information. All right, enough talking. Enjoy the video.
You have to be careful about the content and the narrative that you are consuming. Okay, let me give you an example. We are pro-marriage in this room. If you don't like marriage, there's nothing I can do for you. If you say to yourself, I hate marriage and I hate family, let me tell you something. In the words of my wise and beautiful mother, that's all I have to say. You guys, I'm so proud of myself. I feel like I'm so well behaved today. I really feel like I'm on my best behavior. We are pro-marriage and we're pro-family. If it doesn't work for you and you say, I hate family, I hate marriage, that's all I have to say. Sherry said, I thought you were going to be, I'm behaving. I feel like I'm doing a very good job. I really do. I feel like I'm doing fun. I'm very well behaved today. Y'all, listen to me. Whatever you expose yourself to, you will become. Listen. On the internet, there's a messaging. It says, 50% of marriages end in divorce. That's the messaging. Is it true? We'll talk about data at another time, okay? 50% of marriages end in divorce. How many of you have heard that? If you've heard it, say I have. If you've heard that statement, right? Say I have. Listen to what we've just said. Okay? I'm not even agreeing with the numbers because the numbers are actually different, but that's okay. Tell me, anyone in this room, when I say the words 50% of marriages end in divorce, does it make you want to get married? Yes or no? Let's go. Does it make you want to get married? Yes or no? Go ahead. Rafa said helpless. Thank you. That's why I said no. Lionel said no. Sherry said you already feel like yours will fail. Thank you. Sammy said it won't. Light said no. Sammy said indifference. Demo said no. No. Okay. Miss Carter said no. Alana said it brings a fear for you not to get married. Thank you. You feel afraid, right? Okay. For everybody in the room that doesn't know, the divorce rates for African communities is actually lower. So when we talk about, 50% of marriages, we're not even talking about Africans, we're just talking Western numbers. When you go look at the African immigrant population and you look at the statistics, our divorce rates are even lower than 50%. But when you go on the internet, what is the rhetoric that you hear about African families all the time? African immigrant families, what is the information that you're being told? Oh, African immigrant families are not successful. Oh, they're ending in divorce. Oh, they're breaking up. Oh. Where are the numbers? That's not what the numbers say. This is why I said narrative is very important. When you say the word 50% of marriages end in divorce, you are also saying that 50% of marriages succeed and last forever. But that's not what you hear on the internet. What you hear on the internet is 50% of marriages end in divorce. So you walk away feeling hopeless. You walk away feeling like, I don't want that. You walk away feeling like, oh my God, this is terrible, right?
Don't be an enemy of progress. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. It is free.
There's a lot of things that we do in our lives that the odds of success is lower. You actually have better odds getting married and having a lifelong relationship than doing a lot of the things that we do often in our lives. But we feel differently about those things. Why? Narrative and storyline does a lot. Narrative and storyline does a lot. It does a lot for your mind. It does a lot for how you behave. It does a lot for how you proceed in your life and the decisions that you make. Because the decisions that you make, when you say to yourself, wow, this marriage will probably fail, the choices you make when you're coming from a place of lack, when you're coming from a place of it's probably not going to work. And then the decisions you make when you think to yourself, this is forever. This is going to work. This is going to be successful. You make very different decisions in those two examples. We have to be careful about what we are consuming because whatever you consume, you become. So if you listen to something long enough, you become exactly what you are listening to. There's so many people, I say it all the time, so many people complain about relationships. Oh my God, relationships are terrible. They're terrible. And I said, what are you consuming? We even have lower divorce rates than the Western society, even lower. But you can walk away feeling terrible, feeling like we are failing, feeling like what we are doing is not ever going to work, feeling like like what you're about to walk into is not going to be successful, feeling like I can't have a successful African family, feeling like we're going to fail, feeling like this and this. Why? Because of the narrative that you are consuming. So be careful, because the bad gang is no longer outside of your house. The bad gang is on your phone. The bad gang is on your TV. The bad gang is on your computer screen. Do you know how many people I know? Do you know how many people I know that have ended relationships because of videos that they were consuming online? When they go back and they look and they say, I don't even know why I felt that way. I just really felt it. Do you know how many people I know have taken rash decisions because of videos that they were watching online? Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. Let me catch up on some of these comments. Somebody said, let me see. Seraphine said, there's what's happening and there's how you interpret it. Life is all about perspective. Yes. Hi, Seraphine. Hey, Queen. Yes, life is all about how you interpret it, right? Sammy said some stems from experiences. Absolutely. And you have to remember that your experiences are not truth. What did I say? Your experiences are not truth. They are your experiences. So you can experience something, and that doesn't mean that that is the reality of the majority. Do you get what I'm saying? You can be experiencing something, and it doesn't mean that that is the majority experience, right, for the whole. Why is that important? It's important because you need to understand when you are the anomaly. It's important because you need to understand that there is another way, that it can work, that there is possibility. Whatever possibilities you expose your mind to is what you can achieve. You can't achieve things that you don't believe is possible. You can't achieve something that you don't think is possible. You can't achieve something that you do not believe is possible. That's all, Lou. Me, I'll move on now. I'll move on. Please, let me move on because I have a lot to say, but I'm going to move on. Okay? We're going to move on.
Wow. So you mean you finished this video? It means you love it here. Make sure to subscribe and make sure to find us on all platforms at I Am Praise E. I'll see you on the internet.